Yesterday on the show, I talked about the parking garage controversy in Mount Pleasant. Now, this represents a lot of the problems we have about development and the debate of development throughout the Lowcountry. Now, this parking garage, if you're just catching up, is a garage on Coleman Boulevard in Mount Pleasant on property adjacent to Shem Creek. And hundreds of people have signed a petition, if not into the 1,000 to 1,500 range now, saying this should be stopped. Mount Pleasant shouldn't be allowing this developer to build a parking garage, 3-4 stories high. It's going to change the fabric of Shem Creek. My point to this has been basically, if we're worried about the fabric of Shem Creek, let's solely focus all of our energy on saving the shrimping industry. That's the fabric of Shem Creek. The developer, one of the partners of this project, wrote me an email and said, Brian, actually this is a 2-story parking garage with 2 additional stories of Class A office space. The project will have just 2 levels of this garage, and the space will represent a daytime use for parking, lure quality jobs to Mount Pleasant from downtown, legal, financial, etc., as well as provide additional parking to serve these waterfront establishments. The city of Mount Pleasant has already approved this project, and they've sort of worked with this developer to get it done. It's architecturally pleasing. I'm sure not many people have actually looked at that. And many people are going, well, it's as ugly as that big building that Beach Company did down the road. Those evil Beach Company people building that big old thing called the Boulevard. Listen, folks, here's what I hear from you, the listeners, to my show and on my social media pages. I hear that traffic in our area is getting worse and worse and worse, and you want something done about it. I hear you want our roads improved. I hear these things. I hear that you don't want tax increases that aren't necessary. But then from those same people, love you to death but see who you are, I hear we don't want any more development. Now, not all of you, but I hear it from some people, and I'm confused. See, if we don't develop and create density, we push development much further out to McClellanville, Allendale, Ravenel, Jedburgh, Moncks Corner, that could be nearer to the jobs that people commute to, which means they spend less time on the road, we have less traffic. And if we create more density per acre, I'm not saying we do this everywhere, but in some pockets, we create more tax revenue in a dense location, which means you don't have to pay for it. We need some, not a bunch, but we need some of these kinds of projects throughout the Lowcountry to balance things out.